Yeah, people take a picture of me and I can't not
pull a face.
No, this doesn't seem right.
I'm Elijah Alexander, and this is the show where we get to know your favorite cast members one secret at a time. Don't worry, your secrets are safe with us.
Are they?
Relax, this isn't interrogation, it's just conversation. Welcome to The Spy Who Fed Me. Why don't you tell the cameras and our viewing audience who you are and what you do on The Chosen?
My name is Amy Bailey, and I play Joanna.
This veritable feast you see before you, we have steak, asparagus, creamy mashed potatoes, rice pudding.
This is suspiciously like you guys contacted my husband. Because, things are falling into place.
Well, you know us here at the Roman Authority, we have spies everywhere, we got sources everywhere, people.
You recruited my husband.
He's a terrific special agent. So please help yourself.
May I?
Please help
yourself.
yourself.
I'm starving.
So tell us a little bit about what the meaning behind these different foods.
Oh man, I mean, I wish I had a really sentimental answer other than just they taste good.
Okay.
But I'm a Texan, an 8th generation Texan. So I think a good steak will always do me. Can't go wrong with mashed potatoes. And asparagus, well, it's
just... Is that to make you feel good about the...
No, I genuinely like it. And
you genuinely like asparagus?
You know, it's like gift that keeps giving, so yeah.
So we hear that you were a professional ballerina,
yes,
an acrobat, and an aerialist. You also trained at the famous Groundlings Improv School in Los Angeles.
I did.
So which came first? Were you a comedically trained ballerina or the most graceful comedian on stage? Which one? Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, no, I was a ballet dancer from a young age, but as my ballet career progressed, I found more and more that I didn't want to be the swan in the tutu at all. I wanted to be the ugly stepmother or the stepsister. I wanted to be the villain. I think my true calling has always been being a ham, acting.
And the Groundlings obviously gives you a great foundation in improv and comedy and working with a group, right?
After I got my first acting job, I thought, I've got to be a serious actor now. I'm gonna go to Los Angeles and take serious acting classes. And luckily a friend of mine said, you need to balance it out with comedy classes. And I said, well, I'm not a comedian, I'm not a stand-up, I'm not funny. But he said, just do it to balance it out. And I did, and just fell in love. And I thought, that's what I want to do. So I dropped everything else and did improv for years. And I teach improv now, which is my greatest joy.
Oh, do you?
I love it. Because it's kind of like a secret way to teach people confidence. Because the whole thing with improv is yes-anding everything. So anything that comes at you, you accept, even if it's negative, and then you add to it. So it's a beautiful life philosophy that I live by as well. You are rooted in a place of, I'm not gonna judge myself, I'm not gonna judge others, I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna yes-and. So if I try to carry that into my waking life, it's pretty good.
Tell us who this sweet girl is.
No.
It seems like you were funny from the very beginning.
I have problems taking serious pictures. It's embarrassing, I know.
Who did you get the funny gene from?
Oh.
Who is this?
Yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad. He's awesome. He's very funny.
Is funny? Naturally funny?
He's very weird.
It's a great face.
Well, my dad gave me that problem about my poor mom and my husband because people take a picture of me and I can't not
pull a face.
No, just can't do it. This doesn't seem right not to pull a face. My dad's very, very funny. And his mom, my grandmother, was funny, and her dad, my great-grandfather, who I remember really well, was very funny.
So you played one of my favorites, I have to say, the brutal Queen Quentress.
Oh dear.
On Vikings.
Yes. Tell us a little different from Joanna.
Tell us who's in this video.
Oh.
That you posted on your Instagram. And what are you doing? Is this a Viking war cry? And where is it?
That was in Germany at a castle, and we were having a Viking con, like, Comic Cons, but Viking con. And these Germans, I tell you what, someone gave me something that definitely sprouted hair on my chest.
Okay, so you've played many different characters, many different time periods.
She was a villain.
She was a villain.
She was a villain, and I loved it because, I mean, everyone's so complex. I would never play a villain all bad because no one is really all bad, and everyone has their reasons and their backgrounds and things. But as an actor, I find it very fulfilling to play a character that the audience dislikes. Because it's more interesting for me.
Describe for us Joanna to someone who's never seen the show.
I'll tell you what, going back to playing villains, I leaned into her previous life a lot. We didn't see much of that, but it was important for me to lean into her deep unhappiness and her selfishness, complete selfishness really, because in order for her to be more interesting to me, and I think for the audience to care about her journey from having been one type of person to who she becomes, her transformation when meeting Jesus, that's what was so beautiful and interesting. So that was her heart for me, because that's a big, scary leap. And I thought, what's it like for this first century woman to leave everything at the risk of being killed, really?
Right.
So super brave
Huge
woman.
sacrifice.
Yeah, extremely brave. And it tickled my improv heart that she was willing to give up so much stability and so much of what she knew for the vast unknown. They had no money. They didn't have a home. You know, all of Jesus' followers, they were persecuted, like all the bad things. And she was walking into that and wanting that.
You moved back to Texas after living in London. So what do you miss most about London?
My tastes have changed quite a lot since having children. I was a very city-oriented girl before. And since having kids and coming to Texas, we moved back a couple of years ago to take care of my parents. And now we've gotten a taste of having lots of space and a big backyard, and that is very different. So what I do miss about London is the culture at my doorstep. I miss having Europe, you know, a flight away.
So accessible.
I miss that. We go back and spend every summer in London still, and I like that for my kids.
Is this your husband's family that's there? Okay. While we try the rice pudding, let's play a game.
Okay.
2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
Okay? About your co-star, Jordan Walker-Ross. 3 statements, one of them is a lie, you point it out. Here we go. Jordan is a classically trained French horn player. Jordan claims one of his favorite jobs was Bubba Gump shrimp.
What?
Jordan was the National Human Association's Be Kind to Animal Kid when he was 8.
This guy's so talented and well-rounded.
Indeed.
Oh, man. I'm going to say the Bubba Gump is a lie. And
Is that
the
your
other
final
two
answer?
are true? Yes.
Bubba Gump shrimp?
Yeah.
You are incorrect. The lie is Jordan is a classically trained French horn player, which, who knew? I mean, he could do anything.
I
right?
wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Final question. We've taken up enough of your time, Amy.
Okay.
We know you're busy. We've checked your schedule. What character on The Chosen would you love to spend the day with? And why?
Oh my gosh. What character would I like to spend the day with? I mean, I'm not just buttering your beans. I would like to spend the day with your character because I think you inhabit what I was saying makes me curious as an actor as well, where there are villainous aspects, but there's the opportunity for change, and that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see as an audience is seeing someone, their world rocked, and have them take their whatever views they had here and almost do a 180 and then watch that happen.
I am flattered.
Yeah.
Will you tell our viewing audience that you were not paid for this endorsement?
I was not paid for this endorsement, and Elijah's my favorite.
You heard it here. I think that's it. You're free to go. But do us a favor, stay close. Don't leave town for the next 72 hours.
Okay.
Okay. I know you're super busy. We've checked your schedule.
Yeah.
We know where you're going, where you've come from, and what you're doing, obviously.
Do you? That's creepy.
Hey, I don't mean to be creepy.
Okay, Facebook.
I've been called worse. Yeah. Stay in touch, stay close. If you don't mind seeing yourself out, it's been a sheer delight.
Darling. Aw.
Love you too.
Thank you, my
A
dear.
delight. Watch your step on the way out.
I will.
Watch those stairs.
Thanks for the grub.
Hey, anytime. And to your health. Skål.
Skål.
I love it. Man, tip a horn to Amy Bailey. Is this my job? I get paid to do this? Man, what a pleasure. And to spend this time with you all. That's a wrap for another episode of The Spy Who Fed Me. Be well. Ciao.